Tips to lose weight. The overweight is a problem to plague many persons. Often find individuals suffering from excess weight and caused health problems and physiological. The problem is compounded when these individuals' difficulty in how to get rid of this excess weight, due to the difficulty to walk on a diet specific, and the lack of sufficient time to work exercise, and ongoing follow-up with a nutritionist or physical therapy, and then more importantly, it is how to maintain their weight new. How can you lose weight? And with which things you have to start? Many doctors believe now that when it comes to health, it is important to measure the waist. Although the body mass index BMI is a good way to know whether a person is obese or not, but it tells the whole story. BMI measures the state of health of a person's weight for length. Can find out by using the calculator healthy weight by body mass index. If increased body mass index, it is likely to be the person redundant fat. But it can be exposed to a person's health at greater risk depending on where the fat content. The presence of a large amount of fat around the abdomen, compared to the presence of fat on the thighs or rear, makes a person more susceptible to diabetes and heart problems. A healthy waist circumference for men less than 94 centimeters, and for women less than 80. The weight loss and maintaining it is not easy, but it has many benefits. The person may need to make some small changes in lifestyle just to maintain a healthy weight. The seriousness risk of the excess weight. At first, you should know the serious problem of the extra weight, which would take because that motivates serious steps towards speeding up to lose weight, to avoid the risks of him. Then its risks lies not only in the external form for those who are infected overweight and suffering from problems in the selection of clothes and society's perception of him, but prove to be a cause of many diseases and problems and health risks, such as stroke, heart and lung disease and gallstones, kidney failure, atherosclerosis and hypertension, blood and diabetes, joint pain and fat around the liver, as well as breathing problems, sleep disorders, and some types of cancer. The obesity after smoking is the most reasons causing death. There is also a link between obesity and physiological problems such as lack of self-esteem, loneliness, depression and obesity, as has been said, the two sides of the same coin. There is no doubt that the loss of excess weight means to avoid these problems and mental health. Causes of the excess weight. Sense eating disorders, and a diet high in calories. The consumption of large quantities of food filled with fat plays a fundamental role in weight gain. The greases on the importance of the body contributes significantly to weight gain. Since it's difficult for many people to eat foods low in calories, when they have available foods rich in fat and calories. Since people who suffered from overweight may not have access to a feeling of fullness in early, which leads to eating large amounts of food. Since reduction of exercise may lead to an increase in weight, because they are burning calories instead of being stored in the body as fat. Since in addition to eating large amounts of food and lack of exercise, there are other factors to weight gain is due to genetic factors or environmental, in addition to economic and social factors. Persons who be in overweight, people in each ages can be in an excess of weight, but there are some people may be at risk for overweight more than others. For example, women are more likely than men to be in overweight, as well as children, who were born to parents of overweight are the most likely to be in overweight. The quantity of overweight that we have to decrease. It is not necessary to lose a large amount of weight. To improve your health may lose some pounds nevertheless achieved great success and satisfaction. Studies show that the loss of between 5 to 10% of body weight can improve weight-related health problems, such as high blood pressure, cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes. How to lose weight. First, select a path for yourself and realistic goal for weight loss. To decrease your weight should have an incentive and determination to ease the weight, and determine a realistic goal to lose weight at least 5% to 10% of your current weight within 3 to 6 months. The weight loss is slow and easy to maintain it regularly from a half to 1 kilogram per week, more realistic target and healthy, compared to weight loss quickly, which could lead to the recovery of weight lost in a short time. Second, follow a healthy diet and healthful. Since reduce the amount of food you eat every meal gradually, ensure to be a meal inclusive of all nutrients. Since reduce the intake of foods that contain fat, such as butter, margarine, cheese and high-fat dairy foods fried in oil, because the excess fat stored in the body's cells and thus increases the weight. You lean meats such as skinless chicken breast and grilled fish and turkey meat. Since eat fresh fruit and vegetables, because they provide the body with vitamins and minerals. Since you can take your favorite foods, but in small quantities and at intervals spaced. Since it may weaken your will in front of some of the foods that cause weight gain, be sure to not be in front of you in foods that tempts you weaken your will, and that may lead you to spoil your program diet. Since watch out for harsh diet as deceptive tempted quickly lost weight, depends on the propagation of a certain type of foods and reduce others, and deprives the body of necessary nutritional values that are needed, it may be effective, but temporary. Third, take the good ways of the associated with good eating, and leave offend the bad behaviors related. Since drink a glass of water before you eat will help you when your stomach is full. Since eat when you are watching television increases the amount of food you eat without feeling. Since start eating your food platter of green salad without oil. Since eat your food slowly and chew well. Since do not sleep immediately after eating. Since be sure to be a light dinner. Fourth, sport exercises. Since exercise in the morning, then some abdominal exercises and running in place for 10 minutes. Since start the exercise of walking 5 minutes a day until you reach the half-hour over time. Since use a piece instead of the elevator always. Since brisk walking helps burn more calories. Reasons to prevent excessive weight loss. Since not enough sleep leads to the body looking for another way to create energy, which are eating more food, be sure to sleep at least 7 to 9 hours a day tonight. Since do not exercise with a balanced diet, it is not true that practicing sports, and dealing with what you want to eat it, or be limited to a diet without exercise, but exercise the right side of a balanced diet. Since fatigue or anxiety associated with frequent thinking about weight loss, a condition similar to the case of lack of sleep, avoid thinking about it, and engage yourself exercise. Since considered an enemy with a food that fuels the body, there is a food you promised, he promised to be when and how to eat greedily incorrect. And always avoid feeling hungry, and are advised not to abandon the main meals. Since despair and loss of hope quickly get the appropriate body and lose excess weight, which is what drives some people to spoil his diet, body needs time to get used to the new diet. Extreme hunger makes the body stores fat, which leads to the slow process of weight loss. Keep the new weight. I know that keeping the thing more important than the mere acquisition, and weight control is not limited to weight loss, but also to how to maintain the new weight, and prevent excess weight again. Then distribute your food at 3 or 4 snacks a day, and do not eat unless you feel hungry. Do not overdo exercise, especially walking, and move away from the beans as much as possible, and reduce the sugar in the beverages. Even get used to it, and watch your weight always without causing anxiety.